My name is Denita Indanine, Program Study Management. Learning to cope with corporate culture classes. The do's and don'ts of traveling abroad are a potential needle for the appropriate traveler. If you speed in some countries, you could end up in prison. In other, spiriting is a competitive sport. The Center for International Briefing has spent 40 years preparing the weary traveler for such pitfalls. Though it may sound like a comfort of protection for aspiring secret against what the center does is prepare travelers for acquaintance with new social and business customs worldwide. To that, over 50,000 people have passed through its headquarters at Farnham Castle in Surrey. There are two broad tracks to our training programming, explained Laptom's marketing director. One covers business needs, the other social etiquette. For example, business travelers need to know how delicious making works. To be successful in China, it may be necessary to have government involved in any delicious taken. And in India, people are sometimes late for a secluded appointment. To empower, while we are familiar with the short verbs handshake in this part of the world, in the Middle Ages the hand is held in a loose grip for a longer time. In Islamic cultures, throwing the soles of your feet is a sign of disrespect, and crossing your legs is seen as offensive. Accurate Jeff Toms tells the story of a British employee scared to post a letter by her Indonesian employers. Sydney, the letter was too late for the 6 o'clock post, so she decided to hold in until the 8 o'clock one. Here was she the letter on her desk and sacred her for not posting is immediately. In Western cultures, we believe in empowering people and rewarding them for acting in initiative, but other cultures offer on the basis of obeying direct orders. two bombs, two bomb. For them, the more senior person at the meeting will say very little, and the person doing most of the talking is not very important. Doherty has spent 20 of his 16 years with the IDA, working abroad in the USA, Germany, Southeast Asia, and Japan. Etiquette, etiquette with population of 100, 100, 125 million condensed into a narrow strip of land of free space for the Japanese is virtually non-existent. You can worry about your personal space in a packed train when people are standing on your feet. Tipotei cook the Minerval Zoo. So an interest in an athletes and elementary knowledge of the country you are visiting. Learn a few words of the language. It will be seen as a compliment. Be sensitive to countries who have bigger and better neighbors, and try not to confuse Canadians with Americans, New Zealanders with Australians, Belgians with French. Familiarize yourself with the basics of business and social etiquette as a starting point. Learning how to greet people is very important. Don't, don't, don't assume you won't meet any communication problems because you speak English. You may think you are paying somebody a compliment by telling them their you may think you are paying somebody a compliment by telling them their business is going a bomb. Americans will infer you think it is failing. Appear to reserve as Americans and generality more acquainted than their European colleagues. They may acquire reserves with lack of enthusiasm. Okay, thank you.